even to the bone. Pushing me about like that, and after all that grafting, where did that get you? Look down on me, would ya? Godric, you filthy slug.
Sorry, I was just listening to this guy rant on Godric for a while. It's a little cathartic after how much trouble he was giving me. Anyways, I beat Godric, and I went out and I did a bunch of other stuff. Let me show you the map. You can see I explored quite a bit here, a little bit here. I somehow found myself up here at some point. I don't know what the heck happened there. But when I beat Godric, I went out and I did the adventuring, and over the time in between, I got to meet with my friend Moose, who is definitely on specifically the Soulsborne games far more involved than I am, and he told me about some things that I missed. So I went out and I did some of those. That's part of all of the adventuring I ended up doing. And he told me that this door up here, at least from what he remembered, was supposed to have automatically opened. It didn't for me, so I had to walk up here and actually open it. But apparently there's some stuff going on here. Hey, Halo Master Chief. Hey, Richard Forrest. What's up? How you guys been? Hopefully the past couple has it been a couple of weeks yet, or just 1 week? Man, time is just, it doesn't exist. Time is fake. Everything just relies on, was I working today or not? But seriously, hopefully everything's been good for you guys. I've got to dead end ahead. Hold on. I can't swing my weapon in here. So there's got to be something specific to this room. If not this room, then this building at least. What did I miss? So I came in here and I did not see this. Got it. What's up with you both? Been good mostly? Well, I suppose that means the response should be that's mostly good. Unfortunately means that's also a little bad, but I hope that little bad isn't so much of an issue that it's distracting you from the good. And suddenly I can swing my weapon again. I've been dealing with a lot of the health issues I've been suffering the past couple streams. I think my knee is finally starting to show signs of improving, so that's great. Especially because I can finally, start relieving some of that. Hello, maiden, dear maiden, where are you? Please, take my grapes. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That's funny. Take my grapes, please, maiden. Yeah, okay, that was all he had to say. The strawberry grapes? Okay. I have heard that there are, in fact, hidden doors in this game. I have not come across any yet, and that has me a little skeptical. Hopefully your knee feels a lot better soon. Well, that's kind of the plan. The idea that I can notice a degree of improvement really has me hopeful that whatever damage was done was self-recoverable and hopefully doesn't require surgery or anything. Because that's my biggest fear. The idea of getting out anywhere and having to have surgery. That's kind of... Oh. Okay, somebody liked my message. I'm still not used to seeing that. A lot of the other Souls games I've played completely offline because I don't like dealing with other people invading my game. just to beat the snot out of me. Okay. So usually these are churches and they have some goodies in them, so I'm going to go around there and head that way. So yeah, it's a very new thing for me to see messages getting reviewed at all. You were shoveling snow, but you couldn't get all of it because it's too icy underneath the snow. And it was only a little. Yes, thank you for the well wishes towards my my recovery. Yeah, we get a lot of snow up here in Michigan as well, and yeah, if the underlayer gets iced over, before I talk to this guy, if the underlayer gets iced over, I don't care what you think you can do to that to the shoveling process, you aren't gonna get all of it. There's no way. It is now pretty well bonded to the ground underneath. So totally get that. Really sucks because now you don't even have that layer of snow on top of it to act as a cushion. But you have to do your best because if you don't, it becomes hard to traverse either way. So
you're tarnished, aren't you? Then perhaps you could spare some runes. Believe it or not, I studied glintstone sorceries at the Academy of Rea Lucaria. For a small donation, I'd be happy to share my knowledge.
buddy, I literally don't have runes to donate. If I say no, do I have any rings to pop? Okay, I have some rings. I'm going to pop this, and then I'll give him 10 runes. If he'll take them. Here's an interesting thing about Dark Souls games. There are moments where they will ask you for like a donation, and if you don't have it at the moment, you've missed your opportunity entirely. Okay, so they're going to be nice about it this time. They'll let me still partake in this.
You're a true. My name is Topes. Presuming you're interested, I can teach you sorceries as promised. Only none of them are particularly great.
Dude, I don't have much knowledge for sorceries. I've only just started being able to use my staff, so anything you have is going to be pretty awesome. Oh, over here you have bad winters too. We had a snowstorm this morning. We had a snowstorm the other day. You're probably getting the pickup from the storm that came through our area, crossed over the lakes. I wouldn't be surprised if you're getting some of the effects of that.
Apologies, I'm afraid my meager soul. Oh, right. I can tell you what I know about this place. That should help a bit.
Yeah, dude, give me some knowledge and lore. I'm down for that.
Towering over the water. That's the Academy of Rea Lucaria, where we study glintstone sorceries. Only its doors have been closed for quite some time now. After they declared they wouldn't interfere with the shattering, the Academy cast repelling seals on the east gate leading to the capital, and the south gate leading here. As you might have guessed, the seals are still active, making entry to the Academy impossible without a glintstone key. And so I'm stuck here. A fledgling sorcerer with little chance of acquiring a key. When they cast the seals, I'd just popped out. And now I'm uprooted from my place of learning.
So I think what he's talking about is the area I specifically want to go. Let's see what he has here. Glintstone Pebble. I think I already have this. If not, yeah, I do have that one already. Glintstone Arc. I'm not smart enough for either of these two yet. Creates a light to illuminate surroundings. Okay, that's just useful in the dark. It's not bad. That one could be pretty decent. It's got a low FP cost. Fair enough. But, yeah, I think what he's referencing is there's some place way up in the northwest that is where I want to go to get my final build sword. I'm going strength and intelligence, and what I'm looking for is a magical greatsword. Right now I can kind of create a bit of a fake one, doing a little something like this. I get to make my sword magical. Does a lot more damage. It's really cool. I love it. This was what I wanted to build towards for my early build. And I hit this threshold. And then I found a very useful spell that I'm going to want to be able to pick up down the line. And that required some faith. And so I had to put a little bit of points into my faith. Right now, my intelligence is at the minimum I want it to be at. I want those numbers a lot higher. My faith is pretty much at the highest I think I'm going to have it. I don't think that's going to go up anymore. Right now, I want to do some more primary stats. I need more magic points. I need more stamina. I need more health. So those are pretty easy ones to build towards. Elden Ring reminds you of Skyrim. Oh, and you messed up on the prior typing. Got it. It fills that high fantasy role. If you weren't paying attention and following it in development, the George R.R. Martin, I believe it was, is he the one that does the Game of Thrones? I think so. I don't think he was the Hobbit guy. Oh man. My lack of knowledge on the authors is gonna betray me. I'm gonna have my nerd card removed. Anyways, he worked on the story building and the lore aspect of this game, and so it's really gonna feed off of that. Dark Souls has always had that high fantasy European kind of feel to it. Also, I am gonna run from these guys right now. They're not gonna be playing fun games right now. And let me see, can I get to a distance and hit him with a few of these? Ah, they're too far away. There we go. So that guy's gonna be dealt with, but I think I still have to hit him. Nope, nope, don't come back. But yeah, it's definitely going to give you the feelings of that genre. Yeah, I will take the hit because the health right now isn't so much of a problem. Okay, there we go. One more. Now this guy, I think, stood back up. He's going to be a bit of a problem. There we go. But yeah, I'm a big fan of these high fantasy style games. It's why I've the largest genre in my collection is RPG and JRPG. Game of Thrones guy. Yeah, J.R.R. Tolkien was the... Thank you. It's the two R's, man. They throw me off. Both of these guys, super talented, doing fantastic work. And they gotta share those middle initials, man. Makes smooth-brained people like me question everything. But, yeah, the reason why I was thinking it was the Game of Thrones guy is, check this out. This is the sword I want to build, too, for kind of my mid-game strength. Right now, I can't use it well, so it's going to do terrible damage, but that is literally a sword made out of other swords, and I love it so much. This thing is beautiful and damn right sexy. But I can't use it yet. I'm not strong enough, and this is definitely a Game of Thrones reference, and I love it. I got that weapon off of a boss I was able to fight off-stream. As much as I wish I was fighting him on stream, I was not able to make that happen because I was exploring and adventuring at a time when I was screaming about my injured knee. And nobody wants to sit through any more of that than what we've already done. Badass sword. I know, it looks so freaking good. But my end game one is this game's iteration of a sword that has been featured in many FromSoft games. I think it goes back to one of their older RPGs, predating Elder Scrolls by a long time. I can't even remember when the first one was. I know I've played a few of them, but they're so old, it goes way back. But yeah, it is a magic greatsword, often referred to as the Moonlight Greatsword. I think it has a different name in this game, and is tied to a quest line to a witch I met earlier on, to be able to do my summons to get my wolves. And it is kind of the sword I want. It is the sword I want to be wielding to the end game. And I don't know what its requirements are. I'm assuming it's going to be very high intelligence because it is a magical sword, not just a great sword. It's gonna be focusing more on the magic aspect than it is the big burly beefy sword. Oh hey, another message was appraised. I must have left something people are enjoying somewhere. I've left a few of them now, so I don't know which one that would be. Alright, I need to work my way over this way towards this bridge. That's kinda... It's back this way, got it. Because from that bridge, I want to try and go... Let me see here, I'm going to leave another marker. From this bridge, I want to work my way inward here and over here, so 2, 3, and 4. Where 4 is going to be where the actual map marker I need to get is. And maybe I don't go to 2 and 3. This almost looks like maybe it leads down and around past the issue. Yeah, so right now I'm trying to read the map and figure out where I need to go. That fog is very intimidating, and I'm kind of down for that. Really makes me wonder what the heck I'm about to walk into, though, because in Dark Souls games, you fear the unknown. You fear the unknown like it was a boss. Alright, so I think I really have to deal with these guys. Oh, I left some souls over there somewhere. Or some runes or whatever. I need to get by these guys. I don't know what they're going to have inside of that camp, and that kind of worries me. So we're going to sneak our way through and try to just get past them. Ian, are you still going to see the new Batman movie? Yes, I'm very excited to go see it. I need to figure out... all of the smaller theaters near me have closed down due to the pandemic issues. None of them were able to keep their doors open. I was desperately hoping we have one at a very close mall that I really enjoy. Not just because it's like a good place, I'll be honest, it's kind of trashy. But they have employed over the years some of my friends in high school, some people that I knew who were underclassmen to me. And because they are a business that doesn't shy away from hiring local students, I really often wanted to support their business. And so I'd go there and, you know, leave a tip for whoever was checking me out, buy things I didn't even expect to do. I've even bought tickets for people who were kind of like sitting outside wondering if they were even going to go see a movie. I was like, hey, go in there, I'll buy you a ticket. Just because I really like to support local businesses that are trying to help out in the community. And unfortunately, that one closed down, and that was a huge blow. That really sucked to see.
You're new around here.
And so all I have left is the big corporate one that is still like a 20-minute drive minimum from where I am.
Why don't you take a look at my
I suppose if traffic's good, you can make it there in like 13 minutes or so, but it's a while.
I got my hands on them, eh?
Alright, let's see what he's got here. Ooh, the S-Stock. I'm not doing a dex build, but this is like a very large rapier, essentially. A lot of stabbings. Yeah, the damage type, piercing. This was one of my favorite weapons on dex build, I think for Dark Souls 2. This was one of my preferred ones. Astrologer gloves, robe, kite shield. Okay, I just like the look of that one. Again, you know, I'm not shying away from doing the fashion souls thing. This is going to be pretty useful. This lets me use my other hand while still having a torch, essentially. So that's useful to have as well. Pretty expensive for just a utility item, but you know, sometimes you pay for the good stuff. I also need to get these cookbooks. These are how I'm going to do all of my crafting stuff. And I like that staff. Big jewel on the top. Again, literally I can't use it, but I like the look of it. So this might be a place I come back for. I could buy some of it. I think selling these is exactly how many souls I would get from them. So I'm just going to sell these here for the faster path. We're going to buy those items that were catching my eye. Alright, utility first, then shield, just to make sure I have enough. And I can't use this staff, but it looks good. A couple of arrows. I don't really need the arrows. How many souls do I have left? 1,600? What do I think? Okay, I could always use some boot options. That's not bad. Not really needing to swap my gear right now, but, you know, spending those souls right now rather than having them on me as I go into a complete unknown. Not a good option. The guy that played Edward in Twilight is playing Batman in the movie. He went from a vampire to a bat. Okay, I know nothing about the Twilight movies other than I've seen a few scenes when my friends were watching it. So I never would have thought to have put that together because I don't know the acting history of the guy. That's hilarious. Are you and Quinn going to still stream Halo 2? It's something that we're hoping to get back to. We were partway through, and things got derailed, and then new games came out. If we ever find ourselves under the right circumstances, would definitely love to get back to Halo 2. And the other thing is we are definitely going to stream Halo Infinite. We just need to find a moment that is the... Oh, hey, but... That's the game we're going to be picking up. Alright, yeah, these guys are... Let's try a little magic. Oh, they don't like magic at all. Although, it looks like he carries a little sliver of health afterwards. There we go. But yeah, it is definitely on our list to stream the campaign for Halo Infinite. And frankly, I might just pay my brother for his time if he's willing to accept that, if that's what it takes, when the multiplayer for Halo Infinite comes out. Because I think that's going to be the final nail in the coffin when we kind of look at it and say, okay, there's no more reason to put it off. Now we can multiplayer it, and that's kind of what we wanted to do, so let's just bite the bullet. I have heard very good things about it, and so... And the great thing is although I have heard good things, I have not heard any spoilers. Which is always nice. Magic Greatsword with it. Yeah, look at the damage this thing does. With that magic attunement added to it. It doesn't last forever. But while it's here, it becomes a beautiful, glowing, beefy beat stick, and I love it. Alright, let me see. Where do I strap the lantern? Alright, luckily it doesn't take one of those slots. I was kind of worried it might. How about here? No. Oh, don't tell me. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's a weapon either. That's good. I just got to figure out where it is. Oh, you know what? What if... Awesome. Alright, that's how that works. Cool. And now I get a little bit better lighting in this fog. It's not great. I'm not a big fan of like yellow lighting, but you know, hey, it's a high fantasy game, and it's gonna basically try to say that oh, you need basic firelight. And guess what? That just means yellow light. All right, we can get you here now. Man, these magic bell collars, they're gonna mess me up real fast. Alright, definitely got him now. That's 2. I swear there was another one somewhere. I don't hear him right now. And there's something. Oh man, look at that. That creature off in the distance. That looks like a giant, oh man, if Quinn was here, he'd know what they're called. It's a type of insect. Kind of similar to roly-polies, but not quite. I can't wait for the multiplayer for Halo. Yeah, literally, that's kind of going to be the final acknowledgement that, no, we need to do that. And you're thinking about going to GameStop to pick up Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Again, another game that is unfortunately tied to... oh, okay. Tied to just the PlayStation 5. But is one of, from what I've heard, the best titles for it right now, like, at all. Alright, so I need to make my way through the fog, and it looks like kind of hanging out this way might be a good option. I can get rid of these. These markers are irrelevant now. And where's the other one even located? That's right, I was trying to see about maybe finding something over there, and I never got that way. Alright, so let's just drop the first marker here, because I think that's the direction I want to head. You encourage him to get Rift Apart. Your brother got that right before... Oh, right before you got the PS5. That's an... I would say under normal circumstances that would be a really odd order, which is exactly what I was about to say. But given the rarity of the console itself, I can totally understand why you would, especially when you're kind of like, it's going to happen eventually, why you might make that decision first. It also kind of becomes a financial incentive to really buckle down and try to find that PS5, which I have not done yet. I haven't been, you know, really just biting at the bit to say, nope, got to be the PS5. And frankly, the quality difference in Elden Ring. By the way, I have got another new controller. I had another one over there, so I'm trying this one out to see if it has any issues corrected, because one of my friends, the other friend that it was having very similar issues, had mentioned to me, I think before my last stream, that they largely fixed the input bug, and I didn't experience that with the new controller I used. Oh, jeez. Holy cow, yeah, you're going to be no joke. Alright, I'm going to heal up with this. And I know I'm going to take these shots. There we go, this is the one I want afterwards. Can I bring my wolves out? I cannot bring out my wolves. So here's the thing. I'm going to try to get away. Oh, okay, that's got a little bit of a wider hitbox than the other one. Let's pop this first. Whatever you're doing here, I'm going to dodge that. Yo, are you fogging it up even worse? Okay. One, two, three. Okay, got a little bit of a hit there. Yeah, there we go. Got him. Beautiful. And he didn't leave me anything fancy, unfortunately. But yeah, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I have heard that that is kind of one of the, for people who like those games, which I definitely am, that is one of those must-get titles. Nope. Take you out. I don't know if I'm over-leveled for this area. I very well might be, because I went out and did some exploring instead of coming right through that door that I overlooked when I was excited and running around in joy about having defeated the big axe-wielding grafting guy. You're a lobster! Or a shrimp. Hard to tell. I think from the claw size, I would guess shrimp, not lobster. Big old swamp crawdaddy. That's what I'm going to go with. And out of respect and fear of the big bad crawdaddy, I'm going to go this way. When you see a pincer the size of your body, you don't mess with him. You leave him be. You let him live his best life. That's terrifying. I bet. Yeah, those things are even alive. There's another crawdaddy guy over there. So, I'm going to work my way north and try to avoid the big, bad, angry crabs that would crush me in half without even thinking about it. Alright, you guys look less terrifying, which means you're totally going to wreck my shit. But I'll give it a shot. Alright. One down. I thought I saw two. Nope. Alright, that was just my... Oh my god! That was just my ignorance. Okay, yeah. Let me just do the big run. Let me just full sprint for a minute here. Let me get out of here. Academy Gate Town. Can't summon my wolf, boys. Oh, jeez. Okay, big hops. No. No, no, no. No, no. Okay, dodgy, 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 dodgy. Dodge as many of these as I can. There we go. And run like hell. I'm going to take some cover behind this thing here and see if anything's actively trying to kill me. I think I'm largely safe, so I'm going to mark this and continue my way north because I think I kind of want to head this way, maybe? I also have some messages to read, so let me go back to take cover here. The PS5 was ordered before he got the game, actually. Okay, so you knew it was coming. Okay, that's... Again, that falls more in line with the classic understanding. People at first were complaining about there being another Lombax when Ratchet was the last one. They need to take into account the fact that the game has you going into other dimensions. This part of the game is like a river of death. Yeah, it's really got that River Styx vibe. I don't know why people would be upset with another Lombax in the game. Ratchet was the last Lombax of what we knew. Frankly, there's nothing stopping them from saying, under certain circumstances, that they could even plop another one in on the dimension they're in. If you have another Lombax somewhere who's just hiding out, just trying to survive day to day, much like Ratchet was, it would be somebody that would be a virtual unknown. Nobody would know. Nobody would probably even care. Oh, hey, let me grab that. So there's nothing that... I think there's nothing narratively stopping them from saying, yeah, in this, you know, backwater corner of the universe. Alright, got hit by a few of those, but dodged most of them. Nice. But yeah, definitely, when you consider the fact that you're jumping between dimensions, everything's on the table. And here's the thing. I have said before that I'm not a fan of time travel. I am far more forgiving of all of the shenanigans that can come about from the interweavings of dimensions, just because there's so much more that opens up that is fair game. You could even incorporate other timelines as long as you say, yeah, but this other timeline is now its own separate dimension. And I gotta say, that was one of the things I really appreciated that they addressed in Dragon Ball Super, was how they correlated the differences in the timelines. And they just hardline said, technically it's other dimensions, but they are kind of piggybacking off of the origin dimension, so to speak. God, this is a nightmare. Can't do wolves. That is used up. This could be a problem. Oh boy. No, I want to focus on this guy, thank you. There we go. I really shouldn't have played with the camera angle like that. That was a big mistake. Okay, got to get around those spells. Alright, as much as they did manage to hurt me, the trade-off wasn't that bad. There we go. A couple of grape violets. Oh yeah, isn't there a random portals that opens up to different dimensions, like Ratchet and Clank will be fighting enemies, and then out of nowhere, where random portals will pop up. You personally love time travel as a concept in games, movies, books, etc. Although I will say multiverse concept is as good in my opinion. To specify my issue with time travel is when it's done well and properly, it is a great way to incorporate some fun in your story. My problem is it being done properly is a rarity. Oh, someone pissed one of these off over here. And when time travel is used as nothing more than a MacGuffin to solve problems, I'm usually not a fan of that. Okay. Oh, I pissed them all off. Got it. One pissed off was much better than all of them. I'm a run. Because of that, one pissed off was a lot better than all of them. Yeah, let's just full sprint. In fact, this is probably much better. Yo, we got something going on over here. I want to leave a marker right where I am. Did it go? No? Yes, it did. Okay. When it's used as a MacGuffin to just solve a problem, it's the same reason I don't like Superman. Superman has evolved quite a bit and has gotten more complex, and I can respect it for where it's gone. But there was a time that comic books, specifically DC, just treated Superman as the problem-solving MacGuffin. When things got too bad, you just called in Superman and everything was okay. And so it was that era of Superman that I also wasn't a big fan of. Oh, the big jump. The hops for days. And I think, yeah, we got a place to sit down over here. And I am definitely going to go take that. The other thing I don't like is when you create unanswerable problems by timeline playing. It's one of my biggest criticisms about Ocarina of Time. As much as I love Ocarina of Time, and I think it's like one of the best N64 games, and you know, I could rattle on for hours and days about how great it is. Hello, lady.
Your feet. Oh, what a pity it is to be without. All you can do is stand without even the half crescents that wish to be whole. Before the unmoving, unfeeling grand lift ahead. Or are you planning to find the coward's passage through the...
Okay, so there's some sort of passage I have to find in order to get through this gate. Awesome. So yeah, to specify, it's not that I hate time travel in and of itself. I don't think it's ever not ever. I think it's very rarely utilized in a way that works out as well as I wish it would. Because when it's utilized very well, and I can't think of any clear examples right off the top of my head, but I know I've read some books where it was just like, okay, yeah, time travel was pretty awesome here. That guy just looks like a bigger, more badass version of the guy at the very start of the game. Less armor. Okay. Buddy, I know you're no joke. Oh. Yeah, I had a bunch of inputs there that would have been probably much better if I was on solid ground, but it led me to think things were going to happen when they weren't. That was not an input, not reading. That was just me thinking like, oh god, this should be the answer to what I'm doing, and it just absolutely wasn't, because I was jumping at an elevation that was not real. All right. So he's gonna wreck my shit. He's much faster than me. I think I have to get him into some solid ground, because fighting him on those rubbles is not going to be friendly to me. Fair point. A reviewer you watch sometimes said time travel is very difficult to get right in fiction. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm getting at. Time travel makes video games and movies look awesome. You just like watching a movie that involves time travel. The Atom Project. I haven't watched the Atom Project. I've heard of it. Do you want to play some Halo Infinite tomorrow, around in the afternoon? Yeah, I'll be available tomorrow. Again, Monday I'm going to be unavailable through most of the day. In fact, I'm even taking it off of work because of medical reasons. But yeah, tomorrow, sure. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, when you go to, and I think a part of this is that I have been a consumer of multimedia for a very long time, and I have reached the point, and the way I would describe this is, movie critics are often criticized for being unfairly critical to movies and things, and TV shows and so on. Oh, you're involved here too? Alright, you guys are assholes. Screw all of you. That is a nightmare. I think the only way to do anything there would be to deal with the horseback knight first. Oh, thank goodness. I was thinking this looked like a church, and it was. Anyways, I was saying something about oh yeah, when you are like a movie critic, you eventually reach a point where you're going to be more critical about things, and that's just because you have seen certain tropes play out so often. Things that might be wow factors for, you know, to some people become. Oh, hey, there we go. Can I add a flash charge? Not yet. So yeah, things that would be wondrous become plain and boring because you've seen that thing play out so many times. I wouldn't say that's so much the way I go, because I can definitely enjoy a good trope-filled movie. Okay, that was the way to the problem area. But the big thing for me is when I see mistakes getting made over and over again. I would much rather see a movie or a video game or a comic book or so on make new mistakes because they were ambitious and tried something unique. Okay, these guys aren't letting up at all. These wolves are a different breed than the ones in the other area. They are far more aggressive. There we go. And so when when I see somebody say like, "Oh, we're gonna do time travel in our movie," I see that like, "Oh, don't do all of the mistakes that I've seen time and time again." Now, don't get me wrong. For a more casual purveyor for things, it's far easier, I think, to look at an IP or a movie or a video game or something and just say, "But they did the cool thing," and this is where the rule of cool comes into play. Frankly, you can actually have very terribly done things, but if it's cool enough, for the most part, most people, myself included, will just be like, "Yeah, okay, that didn't make sense, but it was so awesome, I don't give a damn." And so, like, you can hide behind that full blast with time travel. But it's less common just because time travel itself is a tool rather than a singular thing. It spreads out through the entirety of the story of what you're doing. Alright, there we go, he's down. Like, you introduce time travel, and suddenly somebody that's going to try to break down the movie as they're watching it are going to find themselves saying, "Well, hold on, but if you already time traveled, why couldn't you do that here?" Or, if there was a reason that you time traveled then, why did you only do the one thing? You had so many opportunities to do this, this, and this as well. There's a lot of things that come apart with time travel, which is why when it's done well, it works so good, and it is by its own standard when it's done well, fitting for that rule of cool, which is why you can do just a lot of dumb stuff with time travel as long as you incorporate it well and you don't create too many problems. It can be like the entire focal point of a story and just be balling awesome. That's fine. You need to relax. Knee. Like, bro, stop getting excited. Your knee. It's you're right, but you know, I'm here to chat. The way I try to approach the channel, and maybe I'm wrong for it because, frankly, look at my numbers. I'm probably wrong on a number of things that I'm doing. But I want to treat this almost like people are sitting next to me on a couch back in the 90s. You know, where people would play games together and it was just, you'd sit there and you'd be chill with each other. And, Mungo, what do you think you're doing? Hold on, my cat's getting in. The cat was trying to get into some trouble there. But yeah, to have it be like, you know, you're kind of somewhat in the room with me, and it's just, hey, we're a bunch of guys getting together, enjoying what we're doing, and chatting about things we enjoy, which is why when you guys bring up things you like, I'm really hyped about that, which is why I was riding on the Ratchet and Clank story for so long. Because, you know, back in the day, that was what you went through the day for. You know, you'd go to school, you'd do the things you had to do, you'd take care of all the things your parents told you to take care of. You'd go to the sport thing. You hated sports, but it doesn't matter because when you got home, at the end of the day at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, you'd call up your friend and be like, "Hey, you down for some Smash Brothers Melee?" Hell yeah! And that was all of the joy. Yeah, don't jump. Got it. Don't jump, bad idea. And so that's kind of what I try to incorporate here is I try to present sort of as that guy you could call up for just to sit back, chat, and enjoy at the end of the day. And admittedly, playing some of the games I play, sometimes that involves a lot of swearing. But you know, again, back in the day, that happened a lot too. Usually at people, so frankly, I think I'm doing a lot better on that one. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, okay, that was the last comment I read. Man, I don't know. We've got all of these routes. I'm wondering if there is some sort of structure I'm missing. I think this part of the map is largely focused on a lot of magic stuff. Grand Life of Deus? Grand Lift of Dectus, okay. So I think this must be that lift that the old lady was talking about. So there's going to have to be something I need to do to activate this lift. It's not so much a matter of just get here and do the thing. So somewhere there's going to be an activation system to get this. So I don't need to be here anymore. I think that's pretty clear. Let's see. That looks like a location of interest. And over here where it looks like maybe it crosses into this other area, that's also a location of interest. Sorry, I'm using my brain right now, and that usually means that, like, 100% of my 2 brain cells are focused solely on figuring out what the hell was I thinking I was doing. I think I want to go to this one first, off to the side. Because I want to get to whatever was way up somewhere in this area. Even if I can't get into it right now, I want to have it unlocked for fast travel reasons. Because like I said, that is, from my understanding, the location of the big weapon I'm looking for. Okay, that looks like maybe a place to cross over there, so. Let's try to be careful about these enemies that are off behind me, because I think they had some long-range weapons. I have a few options to try to... Ooh, hold on. There we go, got it. Okay, you know what, Dragonfly? You can take your little bit of chunk out of my butt. That's not too big of a problem. How am I getting down there? Let's try wrapping around. God, after fighting those wolves the last time, wolves are intimidating right now. Sneak right in here. Oh, there's something here, isn't there? Yep. Alright, let's sit here. Get all of our gear back. Oh, that's right, I gotta get off the horse. It's been a while. Gotta get off the horse to do the thing. And I gotta say, so far, I think my friend was right. And maybe that other controller that I had opened up might have some sort of issue. Because I'm not having any of the... So far. We'll see. I'm not having any of those input issues. I have walked up into a guy and thought I could take him and got bodied because of my poor maneuverability on uneven surface, but that was entirely on me, which is the kind of... Those are the kind of deaths I'm used to seeing in Soulsborne games. I do something dumb and get punished heavily for it. And usually that dumb thing that I do is thinking, oh yeah, I can fight you.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
Or I didn't see you and you came up out of nowhere and blasted me in the rear end. That's another common one. Man, what is with all these cool shields? Like, I'm not even using a shield. I just think they look dope as heck. Alright, the composite bow. Technically speaking, I could use it. It uses strength and dexterity, which is pretty decent damage for a standard bow.
Well, be on your way.
Sorry. Oh, I don't need to have these on. So yeah, sword. What was I thinking? Any of these yet? Nope, no more of those. Is that another? No, these are enemies. I was gonna say, is that another merchant? These merchants sometimes have really good stuff. Oh, you guys have really painful stuff, that's for certain. You are also very heavily armored. All of these they're like stone-bodied. Okay. Get down! Heck yeah. Alright, so here's the cross-platform, but it's not as cleanly accessible as I thought it was. So this isn't necessarily the answer to get over either. So let me walk this over here. Possibly going further down, maybe there's something that goes underground here, or I can loop around all the way back here, if this at least has a pass-through. Sorry, I'm being a little quiet. I'm kind of taking in a lot of the new territory. I've gotten so used to generally exploring the other area. Hold on. Let me start with some of that, and then follow it up with this. Pointless. Too far. Oh, he's got his back to me. Beautiful. Keep that back to me, buddy. I love your armor with the cape. I want it! I want to make your gear mine. Oh, he's got my build too! Him and I, we understand each other. And that terrifies me. There we go. Cuckoo Knight Gauntlets. We getting some Zelda here. We're gonna have the cuckoos. We're gonna have death chickens. I'm down for that. We need to teach these new gamers the #1 lesson. Don't mess with the chickens. Or do mess with the chickens because you have to see how badly it's going to mess you up. That was one of my favorite things that I saw, like, pretty much everybody doing when Skyrim first came out. Is you get to that first, it wasn't Helgen. Helgen's the place that blows up. That Alduin trashes. The village right after that, you'll follow the guy that you leave Helgen with. Oh, we got some cool stuff here. Yeah, almost everybody got into that village, saw a chicken, and figured, like, you look around, anybody see me? You stealth, and then you punch a chicken. I think everybody did that at some point. And you learned real fast. Don't mess with these chickens. Some of these guards are immortal. And it was great to see the ever continuation of the lesson. Don't mess with the chickens. Easily my favorite thing about, like, the Zelda franchise, that running gag has become so synonymous with just adventure games or action games or RPGs in general. And then you have Final Fantasy with the chocobos. Which are in their own breed, but, you know, giant rideable chickens, hell yeah, please, every day. It's like this game with its giant puppos. Not gonna lie, kinda down for it. I may be an overly simple man. Maybe I just like giant things. That might be part of my problem. Got a giant robot? Hell yeah, this show is awesome! You have a giant sword? I love this character. He's dope as hell. Make something oversized. It's great. Look at Kingdom Hearts. Oh man, look at his giant shoes. Hell yeah. Just giant shit. That's the secret. Sephiroth, giant sword. Cloud, big old buster sword. Tell me that's not like just a secret sauce material there. Make things giant and it's just better. Alright, you're gonna start trying to fade away. There we go. Got ya, got ya, got ya. Don't care if you drop me here. I've got the thing. I mean, I'm gonna try to make sure you don't, but... I won that one. High five. You literally wrote a fan fiction at one point where there was something about to kill Link and destroy Hyrule, and at the end, you said Link learned never to eat at KFC again. Oh man, yeah, that was another great thing. Is if you watched speedrun attempts of Breath of the Wild, one of the strategies I've seen people employ, I won't even say speedruns, but you know, like people trying to beat it very quickly. One of the strategies I see people commonly try to employ to fight Ganon, like very early on, is to have Ganon slap a chicken, a cuckoo, and then Ganon becomes the target for all of the hatred that brings. I feel like one of these places are gonna be the progress hole. Is there even a progress hole? Maybe I go further in. Got some ladders over here. Yeah, maybe I do just go further in. Is there a ladder over? Oh yeah, there was a ladder here. I missed it. Because I was looking at it from the wrong angle. It just looked like another beam. I think I've mentioned this before. I actually tried writing a fan fiction story once before, and I was trying to make it like an expanded thing. It wasn't going to be like a short one-off thing or just a couple of characters here and there. Because it was going to be Pokemon-based, and I was trying to kind of tell a story within the Pokemon universe. And it was just going to be an adventure story. It wasn't going to be some high save-the-world fantasy or anything like that. It was going to be the adventure of a guy who started out Pokemon training with very little knowledge of Pokemon outside of like the core of basics. And his growth to remain competent and relevant in the story without ever being like the all-powerful, overpowered guy. I actually got pretty far into the start of it, but I never did see it through beyond that, unfortunately. But there are some fan fiction and fan fiction authors that do some fantastic work, and they're really fun to read. I will say personally, I try to avoid the stuff that is like purely the sexual fan fiction stuff. Like, I'm not against that being in a story, but if I was going to read some snuff stories, there are plenty of choices out there that I could go to instead of. But if it's like in there because it fits in and it's the narrative way, I don't mind it. And that's just my personal reading of... Oh, now I'm poisoned. My personal reading of that stuff. Certainly, I'm not trying to say like, oh, it's bad and people shouldn't do it. First of all, it's art and it's subjective, and people are gonna like what they like. That's the simplest answer right there. Art is subjective, and just because I don't like something doesn't mean it's not the most popular thing out there, anyways. And trust me, I understand it is very popular. As a single man in his 30s, trust me, I am well aware of how effective sex is to selling a product. This one's going way up. Now here's the thing. A part of me wants to ride this all the way back down because there were some items I saw on a couple of platforms, and I really want them. But I think it would be kind of rude to make you guys sit through that. Okay, can I get you to... There it is. I know you saw me. I just want to bring you over and not your friend. Alright, a pickaxe, heck yeah. Yo, that's dope as hell! His lantern is a flamethrower. Way to make me want that as a weapon. God, that's cool. I literally don't know what I would do with it or why I want it, other than I like fire and fire's dope. And that was pretty cool. I'm down for that. I do own a flamethrower, so trust me when I say I am well aware as to why it's so awesome. Oh, these crystals are able to be picked up. I ran past a few more of these. Yep. Oh, I'm trying to deal with you. You guys poisoned me and I don't like that. Aha, there was another one. It seemed a little fishy that there wouldn't be. There we go. So yeah, I think I'm going to be... To continue going forward with this, I think I'm going to be sticking with this controller for playing this game. Certainly, it's not going to make me any better at the game, but it will at least make all of the near infinite number of deaths I will be suffering from completely my mistake for being an idiot. Alright, these guys inflict bleed, and bleed is very strong in this game. What bleed works like... Alright, that hurt. The way bleed works in Dark Souls is different than some other games. A lot of games, bleed acts like poison, but it's just a different status ailment. It's kind of like, oh, you're taking consistent damage, or you're losing stamina or something. There's always a slight difference. In this one, the way it works is when a bleed counter builds all the way up, just on a snap, you take a massive load of damage. So, like, imagine if you were to take all of that damage I was just taking from poison while I was in there, and you kind of said, but rather than make it slow, it's just going to be all at once. That's the way bleed works in this game. Forgot about this guy. The living meatball. Flamethrowers are awesome. We actually have a crack lighter at your house. To clarify, no one in your house smokes crack. We did use it to roast marshmallows once, though. Look, this was a couple of weeks ago, but my brother and I were in the car together, and we were having some sort of conversation about some of the wild antics we've had. And I don't remember the context of everything too deeply. But at one point, Quinn just kind of looks at me and says, I might be a sociopath. High functioning, but I might be a sociopath. And of course, we know he's more or less in jest, but from that comment, he then looks at me and says, how is it I'm the sociopath, but you're the pyromaniac? and what's kind of funny about that is I am so prone to hurting myself with everything, and yet I have very rarely ever been burned. It's a running gag that if something even looks like it has a sharp edge, I will find a way to cut myself with it. So yeah, that was an interesting conversation that led into that. But yeah, I legit have a full-blown point and shoot, make big flames flamethrower. I think it has an effective range of, God, what was it? More than 20 feet, I think. We have a video of it on our channel when I got it a couple of Christmases ago. And to this day, I will not light our bonfire. We have a fire pit. I will not go near that fire pit with the intention of burning anything if I am not breaking out that flamethrower. It has just become mandatory. Just because flamethrowers are hella fun. Like, they don't... it doesn't have a particularly huge fuel tank without the backpack attachment, which I don't have, and I want to find out how I can get it. But yeah, the backpack attachment, like, multiplies its fuel ratio by, like, almost 10. Like, it carries that much more fuel. But yeah, even just a few seconds of blasting fire wildly, it is a feeling of power and joy and fun that... You know, I also go out to the range and I shoot guns from time to time, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy a good day at the range. It's good fun, but there is something that just feels like lizard brain primal joy with a flamethrower. Oh, missed. Alright, this guy's gonna come back at me. He's gonna bust out that flamethrower. I want that. I don't even know if I can get that. I'm assuming I can, because most weapons in Souls games you can get. But I am purely just assuming that that's available. Yeah, as far as blind fun, that is more fun than it should be. That flamethrower was easily, like, one of my best investments for simple, enjoyable... And here's the thing, like, I will look for any reason to break that thing out. Because all of them are worth it. Okay, that other guy didn't see me, and these guys, they will come out here. Oh! You turned your back on me, buddy. That was kind of a mistake. The Vulgar Militia Armor. Yeah, I might be putting that down. Oh god, get me out of that. Nope. Worth staying in now. Why fear the poison when I'm already poisoned? It can't do any more to me. I got to clear out. There were clearly more guys. Oh. Alright. Whoops. Well, there we go. Oh. Yeah, see, those are the kind of deaths that would be like, oh, absolutely. You deserve that one. What did you expect was going to happen? You think this thing didn't run from you for a reason? All the other bugs you came across, they run like hell the second you try to even think you can do anything, and this guy just didn't? You didn't think there was something weird about that? You fool. Did that guy? I swear he stood back up for a second. That's a little worrisome. I don't know if that was a bug or if he actually stood back up. The guy's trying to JoJo me. He's trying to Joseph versus the Pillarman. Juke me. Alright, let's pop this one off. And let's hit this. Where were these short guys coming from? Where were these little assassin dudes? Yeah, here they are. See, and again, now that I know they're here, I can kind of bait them out and deal with this threat first. Oh, alright. Just a hair short. So yeah, Smokescreen kind of did what he wanted it to. It just didn't do it enough times. Yeah, get me down here. And you're kind of in the hurt corner. Alright, some kukris. I really like that in this game the kukris are throwing weapons. Just because it's so much weightier and heavier and meaty than like little tiny throwing darts. Alright. And was there another guy? Oh, the ghost. I'm really playing with fire by not healing. Explosive stone. That seems like fun. But praise the message. You know what? Fine. You got me on this one. Normally I don't praise those ones that are just literally at the end of the hallway, but that's a short hallway. I will be forgiving. That bomb trap bug. That was clever. It seemed like, oh, it's too good to be true that he's not running away. And it absolutely was too good to be true. Alright. I'm going to trigger this here. And I seem to be making my way into that passage that I was kind of hoping I was. I don't know if this will lead to a way over and around and out this way, because I think where I'm trying to go is like more over here, but I'm not for certain. But I'm very much enjoying the area I'm at right now. I like the traps they're setting for me. That was this thing running out. Terrified me for a minute. I almost thought an arrow came and hit me and I didn't see it. Alright, so I'm going to sit here and get all of my vials back. All of my healing juices. Look, I am right in the way of where things could spawn in to hurt me. I don't trust that nothing's here yet. For apparently good reason. Okay, there we go. That is exactly what's going to happen to me before too long. Like, I got the better of that one enemy. And that is the extent of it. I got the better of that one enemy. I can't even look at it as anything different. Because the second that I dare to, I'm the one that goes flying. Alright, we got two of these guys. So let me start. Oh, hey, you know what? I will take that all day. Oh, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, yep. Get me out of there. Okay, onto the other healing. Man, they almost took me out right there. Again, very good trap. Very much in line with what you come to expect from these games. Again, just because that is the kind of thing that you expect to see doesn't mean when it happens that you saw it coming. Because I didn't see it coming. I fell right into that. Oh boy, I don't... What else we got here? What are you hiding? Where are your secrets? Little bit of a jumping puzzle. Here we go. Somber smithing stone. I think these somber smithing stones are the smithing stones used for a lot of the rare weapons. So I'm gonna hold on to those as long as I can, because if I have to, I'll start popping them on that big sword made of swords. Because God, I kind of want to use that for a little bit. But I'm going to try to save them mostly for the Moonlight Greatsword by the end. Alright, he's getting messed up by something. It could have been those... oh, hey, hold on. It could have been those bat things that I just fought. But I don't know, a part of me doubts it. I think there's going to be something up here and it might have followed him down. Or not. Unless something jumps from the skies. Wouldn't be the first time we've had that. This place looks open enough that I could see them sneaking something in. Oh, I can summon my wolves here. Not even going to hesitate. Bring me my wolves. If I made a bad call, I can summon them later because I have a magic-y healy juice. I also want to get my magic up just enough that I can both summon my wolves and cast the magic on my sword. Right now it's not there. Yo, who are you? Oh, I know what oh, okay, hold on. I don't see anything else to lock onto. These are the old granny versions of those creatures. And these ones are no joke. Yeah, I'm just going to keep my distance. Try to pepper in some damage here and there, and I'm going to rely on the wolves to do the bulk of the combat here. Because of exactly reasons like that. Holy cow. Yeah, I knew it was going to drop him down on me. I looked for him. I just didn't see him. Oh, you're going to make me wait for this? Alright. I should have sent it back down like I normally do. My ego is getting the better of me. I had too long before a wall, and now I think this is going to be a wall. That monster, that enemy type is... oh, darn it. I should have jumped. I forgot I can jump in this game. That enemy's no joke. I've fought two of them, and I have eventually beaten them. But, yeah, they're a toughie. Come this way. It's not as funny as when I knocked you down, but it's a good bit cleaner because these guys can... They have that shout thing, and I think that can blast me a pretty decent distance. Yeah, you can... I think that's some of their wings and stuff up there. I think you can kind of see that they're going to drop down. Oh, out of my range. There we go. I'm glad that I'm poised enough to take those. I think that's what's saving me is my my character's poise. Because there was a time earlier before I got a bunch of levels that shot would send me flying. And I think that's exactly what they're here to do, is launch unsuspecting victims off a platform. I thought when I saw it, and you might see what I see from this distance. When I first saw it, I thought it was like a meditating old guy. And while the old might be relevant, they're not meditating. You can kind of hear it. She sings. And what's wild about it is, when I first came across one, I didn't know if it was going to be hostile. I didn't think to lock onto it. And I legit just sat there listening because it's kind of cool. Let's see if we can get it to come up clearly. There they are. Is that going to reach? Yes, it is. There we go. Now suddenly she has become much less threatening. Not to be confused with unthreatening, as we saw when she bodied me in one shot. Oh, hey. I see what you're trying, and I don't want to be here for it, ma'am. In fact, I so don't want to be here for it, I will run very far away for quite a while. Alright, she's focusing on the dogs. She's trying to get in there for a sneaky hit. Oh, yep, get me out of that. That's going to be a poison cloud again. That's what she does. She, like, tosses something in the air and it poisons you. Alright, that was the move that got me last time. There we go. She's knocked down. Get her, boys! Jump on her! That was the moment. The second you knock her down, just get in there. Alright, one of those. Which one of these? Some more smithing stone 4s, which might be the next one I'm on. I think the sword I'm building right now is still using smithing stone 3s. That one was getting ragdolled into the other one. I thought it was another one that dropped down. Alright. Hopefully they don't throw another one of those at me too fast. Also, my wolf's desummoned, and I don't have my tears back. Ah, there we go. Okay, got you with that one. Man, this is a weird battle. Got it. That was some back and forth. Feels great not being super squishy in an area, but that fall is going to kill you no matter what your health is. Yeah, saw that one coming. Technically speaking, that's also an attack skill that has been seen from very early on. Did it just... The thing can fly, and it fell to its death. What happened there? Whatever it was, I mean, I came out the winner, so good for me. Is that a... That is. I missed a location. I hear more singing. I missed a location. I'm going to go back there and see what's hidden there. That's really cool, though, that I could see it from here. You can kind of see something is over there flashing, trying to attack. So whatever's over there, if it's got something guarding it, it's got to be good, right? That's how that works. Something's protecting it besides, you know, your incompetence, and by yours I mean mine, incompetence as a player. That's already dangerous enough. You put something else there, and it's bad news bears for me. Oh, it's one of you guys. You're just doing your job. I'm sorry, my guy. You're dangerous when you see me. That flamethrower, man. I know what they do. Oh, okay. Come on. One last swing. I don't know why, like, my brain didn't process that there were steps there. I totally thought I was just leaping to my death. Okay, so that's what was down here. Plus these. Alright, let's go see if I can fight this Nana one-on-one. This grand old lady with the golden pipes. That's gonna be Nikki in like 50 years. There's gonna be a 7-year-old woman still singing. That one was more of a joke for you, Richard. Hopefully it landed. Alright, we were hearing more singing up here. Hopefully I can completely avoid fighting another old lady. But if I have to, I'll stab an old lady. It's not the intention, but, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes that means stabbing an old lady. Bat lady or not. But yeah, I'm hoping that's picking up on the game audio. Like, no joke, that sounds like some old tribal chanting, like I can't, like some like Viking game stuff or something where you're gonna come across the old witch lady. Like, God, that is so cool. And it's good. Like, they aren't just throwing it in there for flavor. It's actually pretty decent singing. Cool, I can completely ignore that. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to let that one keep singing. Like, that is some world-building flavor stuff that is amazing. I'm also thinking I'm feeling a little overdue for another place to rest, but that's because I'm desperate and don't want to lose my my position here. God, I don't want to fight that thing. I don't want to fight that thing, and I don't see a massive reason to bother. It's probably got some goodies inside of it. That might be a really useful item right there. I think there's like 2 of them. There's another one over there. Without a spawn point nearby, and with this lady singing over here, that is not worth the trade out. I can't summon my wolves. Can I lure you close without triggering the singing lady? Yo, hold on. I think that one's new. That's the singing one. Is that two different of them? Look, if I can get you over here without the singing one, at least I can one-on-one this. Out of magic. Got it. And that travels a bit of a distance, so... Oh, man. Oh! Nope. Nope. Get me out of that. I'm gonna drink this. There we go. Alright, the poison sucks, but I'm currently alive. That's a big goal right there. Without my wolf boys being able to take one of those things out. Alright, I'm gonna take that stealth approach. Gonna top off. Okay. Can I? You are right by the platform. Here's my game plan. I'm going to ignore her entirely and rush for the platform and hope that what I can see implies that it's down here. There we go. Ma'am, I don't want to mess with you. Oh, that's so... Okay, yep. I'm so glad I made that call. Let me put my butt right here and get all of my heals back and everything. See, I could have been like, yo, but my ego, I gotta go. I'm glad I didn't. That would have been a big mistake. Because she was also throwing magic, so she is slightly different than the other one. Oh, you're kidding me. Alright, we got a boss fight. We'll see if I have the wherewithal left in me to take that on. It is getting a little bit late, but I'm good for at least a couple of tries. We'll see what happens. Alright, I'm 3,000 away from a level. Is that one of these or one of these in the little one? It's one of these. Still not enough. I don't know why I thought that was enough. I literally said the number and then I saw a very different number. Was that enough? I'm at least over the 1,500. 15,000? 15,000, that's where I'm at now. Okay. Alright, that gives me more FPA. Which I don't think is enough yet to do the double casting I want. But that's how I'm going to get there. Alright, so here's the fun little bit of a cheat I can do. I can prep my weapon first. Two-hand it for more damage. Drink this. And then prep the wolves. And summon them immediately, and now I have both things triggered. Okay, now we're talking. That's some badass shit. A worm maker. Alright, I think I'm going to have to swap off of the puppos, though, because they're going to take damage on the ground. And I think I have a summon that would be far more capable of surviving that. Heck yeah, get down here. Big damage. Okay. Okay, gonna heal from that. He's half dead. Really better than I expected for the first try. Especially because I already have something I can do different. Man, I can't get out from his, I'm trapped in his feet. Okay, there we go. I think that's my window. Oh, I need to get him to drop down. If I can get another one of those shots off. Okay. We're on phase 2. And phase 2 is wild and awesome. Oh, wow. That hit radius. Did I survive that? Okay, no joke. That wasn't bad. And like I said, I have one thing I can try different immediately. I have two things I can do immediately. I just thought of something else. Where do I... Is it just in my standard equipment? Yes, it is. I think these guys might do a little bit more aerial maneuvers, and that might be a difference maker. This is useless on a boss. It's too slow to be of any value. But fire negation? Hell yeah, thank you. So here we go. We got, ooh, hold up. That was meant to be a replacement. Okay, so. Pull up my staff. Drink the other, where's the blue potion? Hold on, where'd my blue, what? Is that what I removed? Alright, I'm gonna have to sit back down and reset this. Because the spell is timed, and I want to maximize that, I'm gonna sit down and reset that. No way am I gonna get this the second time, but I'm hopeful. Hold on. The spell is still here. You know what? I'll give it a shot. I'm dumb enough. Oh, and I can summon that one and still cast the spell again. Okay, yeah. Get me out of that. Get him, Jelly Bro! No, no. There we go. I know I could cast the spell again. That's not what I wanted to have the option to summon the jellyfish again if I could. Alright, alright. He's making his magic-y thing, so I will make mine. My guy, I know you can make things hurt a lot. Oh, that's not what I meant to be doing, but now I do. That was, that input was read from when I was panicking when he slapped me. It was definitely the button I hit. It was not the button I meant to hit. Oh, okay, hold up. There we go. Get him in the eye. That's 2 rounds of that. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, avoided that. Your belly is your weakness. Just like all overweight men. I'll take that hit just to heal afterwards. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to leave the jelly to him for a little bit and see what he can do for a distraction. No. You don't want me. You want the jelly. Oh, that was dope as hell, though. Oh, I missed. Because I'm focusing on the head instead of the belly. There we go. Heal up. That attack is bad enough that I don't want to take 2 of them. Gotcha! Yeah! It's 2 shots. 2 runs and he's down. Magma Worm's Scale Sword. And a Dragon Heart. Hell yeah. That Dragon Heart is how I'm going to get one of the skills I'm trying to get. I already had one, but I think I already had a couple. But that's the resource needed for the skill I'm looking for. All right, let's take a look at this. Magma Worm's Scale Sword. It actually, oh my god, I would need more faith, and it's not anything I'm looking to build towards. All right, and I bet Magma Guillotine, if I was able to use the sword to its full potential, that would be fire. You know? I love the design, but as I said, I'm a sucker for a curved sword. I like that. I'm not feeling the wispiness, and the moveset's kind of like that. That is good. That's fast. That's efficient. It goes where you aim it. It's this guillotine move. Like that's not for me. But I do dig that. That's kind of dope. At this point, I'm kind of dedicated to the Colossal Sword build, the Great Sword Colossal Sword. So that's kind of where I'm headed. But yo, took him down in 2 tries. Jelly Bro did a lot of work there too. I couldn't see how much, but it wasn't nothing. And I think I have another level already. Let's take a look. Yep, and then I'm a good ways off from the next one. So I'm going to take Mind again. And then I'm going to equip the dogs. And because I think I can still summon them back here. Can I? I guess not. I was going to try to summon them and see if I can still cast a spell, but here's the way to check. This has an FP cost of 55. I have 77. Let's see here. Where does it? I'll have to check at the level up menu. So the wolves cost 55. I have 77, so that means I have 22 left. And to cast this spell, it costs 25. I need one more point in that to have the combo that I want to have. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty close to that as well. And it looks like there is even more back here, which is great. It looks like that's kind of heading me back in that direction I wanted to go, which is great. I'm going to save that for the next stream. I don't know when it's going to come. I have some modifications I want to make to my PC before too long. Not necessarily before the next stream, but before too long. But that was a great session. Definitely got my butt kicked, and I think I'm going to stick with this controller for a while. I might even like grab a Sharpie and just put like the Dark Souls controller on the side. Because it was not having that input lag, and that makes me think that there might be something wrong with the other controllers I was using. Which is sad, because one of them is my oldest and most used. Alright, thank you so much everybody for stopping in. I hope to see you next time. Richard, I hope you have a great one. Thank you for stopping in as always. Halo Master Chief, you as well. Hope to see you again soon, and yeah, see you next time.